Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Yes, as you can see, my face is shining. I had to grease up my skin this morning because, look, welcome to Julie Talks, by the way. How you doing? I hope you're good. Yeah. I had to grease up my skin this morning because, yeah, again, there's another night sleeping with the AC on. And it ain't good when the AC is on. Now, what we do, we put it on intermittently. Not that you should care, but I just felt like I needed to explain the reason why. With Fiesta Shane, I had to douse my face in some my homemade cocoa butter. So I'm going to be talking skincare and all that stuff in another video because as a woman of over 40 you know, we really do have to go that extra mile to look out for our skin. So yeah, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. So yeah, the AC was on and my skin was like really, it wasn't even ashy, it just felt like and I do a skincare routine. I do a routine every night before I go to bed. I don't wear makeup in bed. I don't understand how people do that, but then each their own. But I certainly don't. And I am a old school backyard carbolic soap and water wash my face, and it never done me nothing. So yeah, that's my kind of routine for those who are not understanding that, and for those who are like, Lord mercy, mercy girl, you really still on that carbolics tip? We left that way back in 1973. Well, I grew up with it and I never let it go, so let's not get it twisted. Anyway, good morning. Okay, so yeah, somebody seems to be throwing out furniture. That's the first, actually. It's the first I've seen that, but I tell you, guaranteed, that will not be there by the time I walk back. These people, they're on it. They don't like to see any mess and all that jazz. Now, talking about mess. Yeah, I've been, I've been watching a few YouTube videos, and a lot of the videos that I seem to be directed to, and I think this is obviously again based on algorithms and things like that. What you watch is what throws up what some social media, social media and things like that, they throw up algorithms linked to what you mostly watch. And as as an individual who walks purely in faith of everything I do, before I do anything at large, I always pray about it, and I always ask Jesus to cover me before I go about to do my daily things. That is what I do. That is what I've always done, and for me, it's my saving grace. So I find that my faith and trust in the Almighty, in my Most High, is real. And I wanted to come on and share this with you guys because I know that there are so many individuals out there that are non-believers, and the thing is that I am not on the attack to non-believers. I'm gonna come from a place of truth, okay? Because that is what I know. I just know the truth. I'm not somebody who is conceited. Certainly not conceited. For those who know me, they just think, nah man, Julie is whatever she says on the tin, that's what it is. And I don't have an agenda. I just walk and talk in the truth, which has been given to me by my Most High up above in the sky. And I really wanted to come from it from my perspective. So anyway, going back to what I was saying before about what I've been seeing on the social medias, I do connect to Instagram a lot, and I was directed to something that I found quite disturbing on Instagram, and that I was directed from a YouTube channel that I watch, and it's a faith channel, so I'm all up in there, and I'm like, yeah, all praise to the most. And the individual mentioned something about a particular brand that has decided to, you know, do a specific campaign. Now, you know what brands, any sporting brands, any car brand, you know what branding is. More often than not, when there's a lead up to something, they tend to promote it, and they do it with vigor. And I say this because this particular brand put out something that I found it was disturbing. It disturbed my spirit. It actually disturbed my peace. It made me kind of like question, you know, why is it that, you know, these particular types of imagery are put in our faces. But then, you know what, anything right about now, because we're in a time where spiritually, if you're not equipped with the right tools and the right mindset, it can actually lead you to, yeah, something not too savory. So I'm very conscious about that. So with this image now that I saw from this really high level brand, it just made me think that there is nothing that is being held back anymore. And this disturbs me. Like I mentioned, it disturbed my peace. And when I looked deeper into it, and I checked out the comments and what people were saying, and that's what made me understand that, man, you know, the spirit world is real. I have talked about this in a previous video. The spirit world is real. It's real, and it is something that you know, we are all, you know, we're in a body. We're in this body that is borrowed, by the way. Let's not forget, it's temporary. It's a temporary vessel that harbours our soul and our spirits, and who we are and how we're shaped is through the Most High. That's how we move in the world. That's how we navigate in our communities, right? And therefore, we take care of it. We look after it, you know. And there are different types of spirits who just want to get in because they don't have a body, and they do that through different channels, different levels. And I always wanted to share this with you this morning, guys, because it was really it's playing on my mind, and I will, you know, talk about it more, because at the end of the day, my faith is my truth, and it's been given to me. Yes, it has. And for those who know, and those who understand, and those who get it, it's for you too. And for those who are just curious and are just thinking, you know, is it going to get any better? Are we going to get back to some sort of normal? Find your faith. Find your faith. Like, just start believing in not what you see, but what you can hear and feel, and, you know, yeah, just put your faith in God. He's always around. He's always around. Okay? I want to say that to you because things that we go through, and no, this is next level. My face is shining. Right. Those who are going through troubles and, you know, they're just going through these experiences and thinking, why me? Why is it happening to me? Why does it seem that everybody else seems okay and it's just me? Listen, friend, it's not. Everybody is experiencing some form of disturbance, and we label it because as humans we label things. Scientists label things, and it's put down to mental health. Not mental health, I apologize, mental illness. Well, mental illness is something that affects and attacks the mind, as you know, and often it's spiritual. You could wake up out of bed one morning, right, and be literally spring out of bed, be in the best mood and ready for the day, you know, got yourself planned up, and then all of a sudden you could be faced with a circumstance that is completely out of your control, and it literally trips your day. It determines how your day will end up. Oh, what's up, Bob? You alright? What's happened? Oh, okay, come on then, let's walk. Because I've got to walk, darling. Yeah, so anything could happen in that day which would literally alter the status of your mind. And we put it down to the fact that, oh, it's just an unfortunate situation. But as a result of whatever happened, how severe or catastrophic it may be, it then sends you into another realm. Okay? And these things are spiritual. These things, these little attacks are spiritual. I mean, I didn't really give a brilliant example, but it is just like that. You could be in one frame of mind in the first instant, and then your frame of mind could change in the second. It could be something as little as, oh, you know, another thing's come across that, oh gosh, I start work soon and I don't know if I'm prepared, or I don't know if I'm ready for this, and that could affect your mind. For me, when these things happen, and believe you me, I have felt like I've been under spiritual attack. I do. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I'm telling you from the truth. And most often, when I do feel like that, or when I actually feel that it's something that it disturbs my peace. Listen, I just go straight into the Word, and I pray. And I guarantee I'm not selling this, but I'm telling you, for me, it absolutely works. It doesn't always work straight away. That's one thing God tells us. It ain't in our time when He decides to move us around. It's certainly not in our time. But, you know, I have to give thanks, even though I might be feeling at this absolute low. And no one would really know that He has given me another day, another chance, another opportunity to go for it. And that's why I love Him. you know, and these moments, these walks and these talks, you know, for me are his way of saying, get up, get up, you've got things to do. So this is my truth to you this morning. You know, this is like, I've gotten up later this morning. I got up at 6:30, so that's why it's crazy hot. So I'm going to keep this walk very short. I am going to keep it very short, and probably end up walking back in a minute. As a matter of fact, I'll walk back now because it's like, yo. If I go down that side, it's because it's like the sun's literally, it will just beat out every morsel of my soul. As much as I love it, man, I gotta just be real. Yeah. I love you guys. I love you. I just do. And as much as I don't actually get to speak on a one-on-one, I feel you. I feel you. And I just want you to know that I think I was talking about a Converse thing. Yeah, I mentioned the brand's name. Yeah, well, it's all over the place, so I can mention it. It's Converse. So if you go to the Converse page, you'll see that there's a new thing going on. It's quite demonic. Ooh. Yeah, so if you're all about that demon time stuff, it's not for me. And I'm not down with, you know, certain sorceries and things like that. I'm just not down with it. Just not at all. I've said this in a previous Julie talk session. Listen, don't come to me with tarot cards and things like that. That is not my game. I'm not about that life. I'm just not about that life. I'm not about sage and all that. I'm just not about burning the sage. Just not about it. And if you do your research, you'll know why. It's not of God. Simple. It really isn't. It does actually say it in the Bible. So yeah, please. No, not for me. It doesn't mean that I do not love you any less. I just know that it's not for me, and I respect my truth. Just put a respect on it. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because someone can see that. Someone just see I'm shining like that. Woo! I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you all. Absolutely do. In abundance. And yeah. Let's keep on keeping stronger. And anything that is on your mind, you know, rebuke it. Send it back to where it belongs. You know, just do that. And you'll be alright. I'll tell you, you'll be alright. Trust me. If you want to talk, come on, right here. Come on. Talk to me. I'm all ears. I will listen. Okay? And I gotcha. Love you guys. Bye.